My husband is dying, and I'm the only one who can save him. That was the sentence that changed everything. Emily sat in the hospital room, her fingers locked together, her heart beating faster than normal. The doctors had just left. The machines beside her husband made quiet, steady sounds. Daniel looked weak. Pale. Nothing like the strong, confident man she married. Emily, he said softly. You heard what the doctor said. She nodded slowly. Kidney failure. Urgent transplant. Only one match. Ah. I don't have anyone else, Daniel continued, his voice shaking. If you don't help me, I won't make it. Emily looked at him, really looked at him. This was her husband. The man she built a life with. The man she trusted. Or at least, the man she believed she knew. I'll do it, she said quietly. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. You will. Yes, she replied. I'm your wife. He reached for her hand tightly, almost desperately. I knew I chose the right woman. Emily forced a small smile. But something in her chest felt heavy. Not fear. Not doubt. Just something she couldn't explain yet. The next morning, Emily returned home to prepare for the surgery scheduled the following day. The house was quiet. Clean. Exactly how she left it. She walked slowly into the bedroom, her mind still replaying Daniel's words. I don't have anyone else. She sat on the bed and took a deep breath. Something didn't sit right. Maybe it was the way he said it. Maybe it was the way he held her hand too tight. Or maybe it was nothing. Emily shook her head. You're overthinking, she whispered to herself. She stood up and walked toward Daniel's study. She didn't know why. She had never gone through his things before. Not once. Their marriage was built on trust, or so she believed. But today felt different. She opened the drawer. Files. Documents. Neatly arranged. Daniel was always organized. Her eyes scanned through them casually at first. Business papers. Medical records, insurance, normal. Everything looked normal. Until her fingers paused. A brown envelope. Unlabeled. Hidden beneath other files. Emily frowned slightly. Why hide this? She muttered. She pulled it out slowly. For a moment, she just stared at it. Something inside her told her opening this would change something. But she opened it anyway. Inside were documents, legal papers, stamped. Official. Her heartbeat picked up. She unfolded the first page. Her eyes moved across the words. Then suddenly, she froze. What? She blinked. Then read it again. Slower this time. Her breath caught. It was a will. Daniel's will. But what shocked her wasn't that he had one. It was what was written inside. To my son, Jason. Emily's hand trembled. Son. Her lips parted slightly. No, that's not possible. She kept reading. And to my daughter, Lily. Her entire body went still. Daughter. Children. Her mind started racing. Daniel had children. But they never had kids together. And he never mentioned any before. Not once. Not in all their years of marriage. Emily quickly grabbed the next document. Birth certificates. 2 of them. Jason Daniel Brooks. Lily Ann Brooks. Her vision blurred. No, she whispered. She flipped through more papers. Photos, a woman. 2 children. And Daniel, smiling, happy. A family. A whole life. That Emily knew nothing about. She dropped the papers on the bed and stepped back slowly. Her heart was pounding so loud she could hear it. This can't be real. But it was. Every piece of evidence was right there in front of her. Not just a mistake. Not just a misunderstanding. A secret. A complete, hidden life. Emily sat down heavily. Her hands covered her mouth. Then she saw something else. Another paper. Folded differently. She picked it up with shaking fingers. And opened it. It was a property document. And attached to it. A final statement. All assets, properties, and financial holdings shall be transferred entirely to my children. Emily stopped breathing for a second. Entirely. Her name wasn't there. Not once. Not even mentioned. Nothing. After everything. After all the years. After all the sacrifices. She was not included. At all. A tear rolled down her cheek. Then another. But she didn't cry loudly. She didn't scream. She just sat there. Quietly breaking. Her mind replayed everything. Every "I love you." Every promise. Every moment she believed was real. Was it all a lie? Or was she just part of a bigger plan? Then suddenly. It hit her. If you don't help me, I won't make it. Emily's eyes widened slightly. Was that fear? Or manipulation? She stood up slowly. Walked to the mirror. Looked at herself. You're the only one who can save him. She repeated the doctor's words. Then Daniel's. I don't have anyone else. But that wasn't true. He had children. A whole family. A future already planned. Without her. Emily wiped her tears. Took a deep breath. Her face changed. The pain didn't disappear. But something else replaced it. Clarity. The next day came quickly. The hospital was ready. The doctors were prepared. Daniel was already on the bed, waiting. Nervous. But hopeful. When Emily walked in, he smiled weakly. You came. She looked at him. Long, deep. Like she was seeing him for the first time. Of course I came, she said calmly. Daniel relaxed slightly. I knew you wouldn't leave me. Emily didn't respond immediately. She walked closer. Step by step. Then she stopped beside him. Daniel, she said softly. Yes. Do you have anything you want to tell me? He frowned slightly. What do you mean? Anything at all? He hesitated. Then shook his head. No, why? Emily studied his face carefully, searching, waiting, hoping, maybe he would tell the truth. But he didn't. That was the final answer she needed. She reached into her bag. Pulled out the envelope. And placed it gently on his chest. Daniel looked confused. What's this? Open it. He slowly picked it up. Opened it. And as his eyes moved across the papers, his face changed. Color drained. His hands began to shake. Emily. I can explain. She raised her hand. No, she said quietly. Don't. The room felt heavy. Silent. Tense. You have children, she continued. A son. A daughter. A whole life. Daniel swallowed hard. I was going to tell you. When, she cut in. After I gave you my kidney. He said nothing. That silence said everything. Emily took a step back. You said you had no one, she continued. But you do. It's not like that. You left everything to them, she said. Everything. Daniel's voice broke. Emily, please. I need you. She looked at him. Not with anger. Not with hatred. but with understanding. Cold, clear understanding. You don't need me, she said softly. You need my kidney. Daniel's eyes filled with panic. Emily, don't do this. She exhaled slowly. I was ready to risk my life for you, she said. Without hesitation. Her voice didn't shake. I was ready to give you a part of me, permanently. She paused. But you couldn't even give me the truth. Silence. Then she turned. And started walking toward the door. Emily. Daniel shouted weakly. She stopped. But didn't turn back. For years, she said, I thought I was your wife. A small pause. Now I realize. I was just an option. And then. She walked out. No drama, no noise. Just a decision. Later that day, Emily sat alone quiet, thinking. Just reflecting. Love is powerful. But truth. Truth is everything. Now tell me. If you were Emily, would you still give him your kidney?